Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel UK News. We hope you are doing great. In this video we will talk about Kamala Harris addresses Georgia school shooting. We've got to stop it. Kamala Harris condemned the deadly shooting that occurred at a high school in Winder, Georgia on Wednesday, calling it a senseless tragedy and saying we have to end this epidemic of gun violence in our country. The U.S. Vice President and Democratic nominee for president paused before she began a speech about economic matters on the election campaign trail in Northampton, New Hampshire, to address the incident. She shook her head and called the killings outrageous in commenting on the first mass shooting at a school since she became the nominee. Georgia Bureau of Investigation's Director Chris Honey speaks during a press conference after a shooting at Appalachia High School. "We're still gathering information about what happened, but we know that there were multiple fatalities and injuries, and our hearts are with all the students, the teachers, and their families," she said. She added, "Of course, we are grateful to the first responders and the law enforcement that were on the scene. But this is just a senseless tragedy, on top of so many senseless tragedies, and it's just outrageous that every day in our country, in the United States of America, that parents have to send their children to school worried about whether or not their child will come home alive." Visibly frustrated, Harris continued, "It's senseless. It is. We've got to stop it, and we have to end this epidemic of gun violence in our country once and for all. You know, it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. 4 people have been confirmed dead and multiple others injured. The suspect is currently in custody, according to authorities." Joe Biden also issued a statement, saying, "Jill and I are mourning the deaths of those whose lives were cut short due to more senseless gun violence and thinking of all of the survivors whose lives are forever changed." What should have been a joyous back-to-school season in Winder, Georgia, has now turned into another horrific reminder of how gun violence continues to tear our communities apart, he added before calling on Republicans to finally say enough is enough and pass more gun control legislation. In a separate statement on Wednesday, the U.S. Attorney General, Merrick Garland, said that the Justice Department stands ready to support Winder's community. "I am devastated for the families that have been affected by this terrible tragedy," Garland said. Meanwhile, posting on his Truth Social account, Donald Trump called the shooter a sick and deranged monster, adding, "Our hearts are with the victims and loved ones of those affected by the tragic event in Winder, Georgia." Thanks for watching our video. Please hit the like button and subscribe the channel.